Hey guys, it's Steven with the Bytes chart update. As you can see on my zoomed out chart here, we're just kind of accumulating under 100. And as you can see from before, we've always had some huge spikes coming into the tournaments or the burn or the citizens or whatever event there may be. So I just want to start off just pointing that out that we're still have a lot of upside to come. So just to zoom in here, I created this daily pivot chart yesterday using this range here from the previous day. And yeah, we're just kind of chilling at the central pivot at 91, just up and down, nothing too crazy, just normal action. For the Bytes to Ethereum chart, about the same thing. We actually did come up and test the central pivot for this week at 0.029. And yeah, it's healthy. Obviously, it's acting as resistance, but this is what should happen. We should be getting a lot of touches of the central pivot. That's what tends to happen. It's just kind of the center there. So I just think we're just going to be accumulating for a little bit, and there's nothing wrong with that. So to update on my position, I do have a range between 0.0273, 0.0278. Now, this is the most condensed range that you could use, so it's the most aggressive. I've been pretty lucky over the past, it's been about 48 hours, and I've been able to accumulate a pretty good amount of fees. The amount of gas I used was also pretty low. I think it was about $140. So overall, I'm happy with how it's performing. It did dip below my price, but the fact that I got all this volume is making up for the fact that I didn't just wait to buy this dip. So I'm just going to leave it for a little bit. I actually did put I have an order pending to withdraw my liquidity. So even if it is above, I've made enough fees basically that my buy order was free. And if I were to even just take this Ethereum out, I could just go ahead and just buy the bytes, and basically it would have been free because of all the Ethereum fees that I have accumulated over the past 2 days. So right now, like I said, I put an order in for I wanted it to be about $90 to withdraw the liquidity. So I put that in there. Just an update on the fees.wtf. It's just been a complete nightmare. So I just wanted to point that out. It's probably not a good thing to claim the tokens and the NFT. So I did end up wasting, only spent about $18 in gas, and and obviously the $30 to unlock my wallet. So overall, $50, not that big of a mistake, and now I could still claim it if I want to. And that was just by using the you just edit the gas fee and just wait for it to hit. So that's definitely a good way to do it, I think. I got a little bit aggressive on this one here, but I really don't mind. If I need to just speed it up, I will. So I did want to point out something that I found today as far as the Uniswap version 3. The most you can go between is somewhere like it's about 0.005. So they kind of break it down into these little ranges here. So for this liquidity, I figured this out now, that this is kind of how you can calculate what you can make in your range. Like as of right now, this is about where my range is. It says that there's a total of 22 Ethereum locked. So just for mathematical purposes, if there's 22 Ethereum locked and I have a little over 2 Ethereum locked, technically that means I have about 10% of the pool. So if I have 10% of the pool, that means I would be making about 10% of the liquidity fees for that day. So, as of yesterday, 10%, that would have been about $1,300. Now, I didn't make $1,300 per se, but that is because I wasn't always in my range over the past couple days. So I guess that is how you would calculate how much fees you can get per range. So let's say you wanted to do a different range. You wanted to add, where'd it go here? You know, instead of just this one range, which is what I did, which is super aggressive, I only did this 0.0279 for the Bytes price. Instead of that range, you could have that and then have the next one higher, which would be 0.0284. So your money wouldn't be just in this one range, it would be in two ranges. So you would divide whatever you have in half, and then depending on how long they're in each range. So it's kind of neat. You can calculate that. I was looking for this and I just didn't realize it was right here. So just put two and two together and wanted to show you guys that. So I'm just going to get right to what I wanted to talk about, which is happening right now. If you're not familiar with the Theta network, I think it's a very big opportunity for metaverse gaming. The Theta network is setting up to be basically just the center of content delivery. They already have opportunities with, with streaming games. Basically what you do is you are always contributing your computer's power. Like as of right now, in the background, when I'm not using computing power bandwidth for the internet, it's just delivering internet to people around the world, basically like your neighbors. So I think it's a really efficient way to do content delivery. Instead of it being in centralized places, it can be decentralized, and you can get paid for your computer that basically wouldn't be doing anything anyways. It's just making money. So it's a pretty cool concept. I would encourage you to do some research if you haven't. Like I said, I think the NFT opportunity as well is what we're going to get into. So I started with about last year is when ThetaDrop started, and it's a very easy NFT marketplace to use. So I'm just going to run through how it works. So you fund your account. They take you can put T-Fuel, which is the main token, not the main, it's the currency token for the network. You can use that, or you can use dollars. I just use a credit card to load up my account. So what I like about it is that it does everything randomly. It's not just based on bots. You can't just bot it. You do have to verify yourself to get be a part of the ThetaDrop community. So it is somewhat centralized in that way. But they are planning on distributing T-Drop tokens. So they do plan on being a decentralized network. It's just right now, it's not so much. It's about 1 to 2 months to withdraw your funds. So what I'm doing here is they call it pre-funding. You can just fund your account before the drop. So you just fund that here, and then once you're funded, once you're on the wait list, yeah, you can just, everything's funded, everything's automatic. So that's it. Like I'm literally done. So in the next hour, you'll be able to get into this drop, and you'll know your place in line once the drop starts. And then like I said, they do that by random. And this particular project, they launched 999 of them last couple weeks ago. And I think it's a pretty cool thing. The biggest NFT on Theta right now is something called the Pineapples, the Secret Pineapple Society. So if I could just pull it up, I'll show you. I'll have to just go like this way here. So let me pull them up here. So these are the pineapples here. Basically kind of like a Bored Ape type of thing where you get access to communities, and it's performed very well. The prices, $900. It started off at $200. The containers are basically, you know, you can evolve them. They're just closed. They're not revealed yet. So I did keep one just for unreveal, and I opened 4. So I was able to grab a bunch. And as of right now, the floor is at $500 for the passaways for the 999 that were distributed. So check it out if you got time. There's only an hour left. I probably should have done this earlier, but the passaways, they got a pretty interesting roadmap here. You know, they're going to be NFT staking. This is going to be the first NFT on Theta that's going to earn a token, and the token is going to, I think it's going to have something to do with a game for the metaverse and stuff like that. So obviously do your own research, but I think there's going to be a lot of opportunity for this particular project. So, all right, guys, I'm just going to end it here. If you have any questions, let me know, and I'll catch you next time.